The Bledisloe Cup is ripe for the picking after the Wallabies dismantled the All Blacks last weekend in Perth in the first test between the two sides. The job, though, is only half done for the Wallabies, as now they've got to back it up in the New Zealand fortress of Eden Park if they don't have any hope of taking home the Bledisloe Cup. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the second Bledisloe Cup test between New Zealand and Australia. The All Blacks versus the Wallabies. It is an age-old rivalry, and it's been a long time since the Aussies have seen the Bledisloe Cup on their shores. And the All Blacks, they've got the fortress of Eden Park at their back, and they'll be looking to make it at least another year until that will come about. The All Black side has undergone significant changes after that 47-point to 26 humbling at the hands of the Wallabies in Perth just a week ago, and the axe has firmly come down on a number of players throughout the week. So the new team for the All Blacks and a number of changes throughout. So having a look at these, it starts in the front row with Nepo Laulala getting a start on the tight head side of this front row. He'll partner Coles and Moody in the front of the pack. Into the second row, of course, a red card for Barrett last week saw him depart for another 3 matches, and the replacement will come in the shape of Patrick Tuipulotu. He'll be partnering Sam Whitelock in the second row. What has remained the same in the pack is the back row, with Ardie Savea, Sam Cane and captain Kieran Reid completing the pack. Into the back line, Aaron Smith and Richie Mo'unga will keep their partnership going together at 9 and 10 with a new look midfield with the injury to Jack Goodhue. Sonny Bill Williams comes in and he takes the number 12 jumper, and he'll partner Anton Leonard Brown at 13. It is an all-new look wing partnership with George Bridge coming into the left-hand side and Sevu Reece, the two Crusaders, that is right, starting on the right. And of course, Beauden Barrett will complete the lineup, starting the number 15 jumper tonight for the All Blacks, looking to continue on their partnership with Mo'unga. But there is much, much more needed from this side if they're going to keep the Bledisloe in New Zealand. And the team that will be trying to take it away will be this Australian 15. And it is pretty much as we saw them in Perth last weekend as well. The only change has seen Adam Coleman come into that second row to partner Isaac Rodder, and some changes on the bench as well. The rest of the side is as it was last week. Sio, Latu, Alatoa in the front row, like we spoke about, Rodder and Coleman, with Sakai Loto, Hooper and Naisarani completing that forward pack for the Wallabies. The impressive Nick White starts again as scrum half, and Christian Lealiafano will control things at number 10. Into the midfield is that destructive Samu Kerevi and the agile James O'Connor partnership that once again gets another whirl. On the left wing, Marika Korobeti will stay in the 11, and 14 will see what was another impressive display by Reece Hodge continue on the right, with Curly Beale at fullback looking to complete the 15. Can Australia do it? Can the Wallabies steal the Bledisloe for the first time since 2002? It has been a long, long time between drinks, but today is the golden chance for the Wallabies to do it. Started with the All Blacks, who will kick the match up underway. Of course, they're playing the home strip, the All Black kits, and the Wallabies, they're playing in their regular green and gold, as we will be almost ready to go. The Wallabies receiving a kick-off. Richie Mo'unga on the halfway line, and underway we go. Bledisloe 2 is underway. A deep kick from Mo'unga, and it's fielded down there nicely too by Scott Sio, and the Wallabies on their own 22, fielding it away to the right-hand side. Nice running through the midfield combination. O'Connor out to Hodge, and he decides he's going to kick this one away, and he finds Sevu Reece, who's covering back there, and Sam Cane in support nicely as they start to shoulder down the left-hand side. A desperate ball. What an offload too from Sam Cane, keeps it in field, and Kieran Reid cleans up. Coles, Landon Moody in the front rows combined. Sam Cane, he's in everything at the moment, and Sonny Bill Williams gets the first breakaway down the right side. Sevu Reece back into Anton Leonard Brown. He needs some friends there, Leonard Brown, and he's taken down in a good tackle. The All Blacks looking elusive already. Kieran Reid away to Moody. Dane Coles through the middle. Coles going for the line. The hooker with a great opportunity to start off with in a row, but he'll lose the ball here. Reece Hodge steals it away and kicks long to the 10-metre line. Australia's side of the half, but a lucky escape from the Wallabies. Dane Coles was gunning it for the line, and there was no one within a chance of trying to save that possession for the All Blacks. Well played, Reece Hodge, saving the day. The All Blacks, however, do have the throw in, and Aaron Smith's fielded at the back and gives it to Sonny Bill Williams, who runs around the outside in a desperate scrag tackle there from Corabini, drags him down. Here's some great pick up from Moody, finding Seven Reece, down the right hand edge. Seven Reece will score. The All Blacks strike early, the All Blacks strike first, and Seven Reece gets his name on the scoreboard. He's been in fantastic form in 2019, has Seven Reece, and the Crusader now turns his form into black. On the right-hand wing, well played and well spotted by Joe Moody. And you've got to question what's going on at the back there. Curly Beale was stuck in the ruck, and you see one of the Wallabies player went out wide. O'Connor took on Moody, and the defence was somewhat lacking there. Nick White, Liliafano, just not really up to the plate. And Seven Reece, great start. Keeping his width. It's paid dividends for him here already at Eden Park. And the All Blacks take an early lead. Less than 15 on the board, and already the first try of the game. It is 5-0. And Richie Mo'unga from the right-hand side. Fairly comfortable position for him. And the two Crusaders, Mo'unga and Reece, open up the All Blacks account with the first 7 points of the game. It is the All Blacks who lead the Wallabies 7 points to 0. The crowd get in behind their team now as the lead starts to make its way forward. Back underway goes Liliafano, and pick up a drive from Adi Savia, lose the ball. Well played, Scott Co once more. And the Wallabies could find a way back in the All Blacks half. They've lost it. They've lost it straight and cold. And it's there for Coles to Mo'unga Williams. And it's again a chance for Reece. But it's a cheerable pass. And as well as O'Connor did try and save that, he's put an arm on the line, and the assistant referee has called that out by Australia. Oh, big opportunity gone begging there as the pass to Reece was average at best. And the All Blacks survive with possession. Kane takes down the back of the line out, and Sonny Bill Williams charges straight at the defence as well. Supporter was left, he didn't use it, and now Aaron Smith will instead. Xavier to Bridge. Here's some room for Antonina Brown. Looking upfield, he's missed the target again. And nicely picked up, but turned over Dane Coles. Boy, he's been in everything tonight already. George Bridge gets hammered, and the All Blacks set it up just inside Australia's half. La fires it out. Richie Mo'unga, all alone out here. Mo'unga gets it to Reece. Seven Reece down the sideline. A little cover behind by Reece. Here he gathers, just 4 minutes short, and it's turned over again. And away to Reece Hodge, who smashes this one up to halfway. The Wallabies hanging on by a thread at the moment. The All Blacks attack is just falling a couple of metres short each time. We've seen Coles, we've seen Williams, and now we've seen Seven Reece with a chance just to go short. Here is Sonny Bill Williams, who we just spoke of, and Antonina Brown trying to get away from Hodge. A good ball inside, and what a ball to Antonina Brown! Support play, fantastic, and he'll dot down for a well-deserved try. He's been brilliant for the All Blacks this season, but a bit of a lone wolf a lot of the time. This one, he got brilliantly underway. He started it all too, trying to go around the outside of Reece Hodge. Put it to Mo'unga, who gave it straight back. And Leonard Brown hit the ball at a perfect angle. And he slides in just under the sticks as well. Reece Hodge, he didn't commit him enough. And you see, he just held his feet perfectly, whereas Hodge went to ground. And that was the difference, creating that extra overlap. An inside cut ball from Richie Mo'unga. Got a question. The defence there of Hodge could have been a lot better. Second try of the game going to Anton Leonard Brown, and here is Richie Mo'unga. The try assist going his way, you could say, is the conversion. It's good from Mo'unga. The All Blacks lead has doubled up to 14 points to 0. It's looking comfortable so far. They are dominating this matchup after half an hour, and the Wallabies have hardly had a little to say about it as well, not even looking like they're going to score a try, hardly getting in the All Blacks half as well. Back underway. Liliafano with a deep kick, and here is the try scorer, Antonina Brown, finding Sonny Bill Williams, straight through the middle. Sonny Bill going into 22. The chase from Hodge, it's not enough, and Sonny Bill punts it down. Williams, oh, he puts that beautifully to all his critics. What a run from Sonny Bill Williams. Antonina Brown, he took the kick off, he took the tackle, but he delivered a beautiful offload, and Sonny Bill went away from Christian Liliafano, and the pace to keep at bay the chase of Reece Hodge. Brilliant work, Sonny Bill Williams. Welcome back to the All Blacks. A little bit of time out in Mighty 10 Cup has done wonders for the number 12 as a resurgent return to international rugby. Sees him score his first try in quite some time. Well, it was only literally 3 or 4 minutes ago that Richie Mo'unga was in a very similar spot, taking a shot at goal for a conversion. And here he is again. No problems, no worries. Richie Mo'unga adds another 2, and it is 21-0. New Zealand over Australia. The All Blacks are delivering quite the performance against the Wallabies in Bledisloe 2. Liliafano needs something special here for his side. He's decided to go short, and it's again Sonny Bill Williams this time who drags it in, and over the ball is CO very quickly doing a good job, but not enough to turn it over according to the referee, who's happy with how this one's transpired. And here is Antonina Brown. He hacks us downfield off the back of the ruck. Oh, Antonina Brown can do no wrong tonight. Putting in a masterclass display in the number 13 jumper tonight. And this has been quite a commanding performance by one or two individuals, but overall the All Blacks in control of this one. White, Liliafano having a real chance to attack here for the Wallabies. Good ball for Samu, but it's been knocked on. Solikai Loto sums up the Wallabies' first half display with a nice little inside ball by Karevi. But it wasn't quite latched onto by Solikai Loto. And just as halftime rings as well, the two teams will head to the halftime sheds with the Wallabies struggling to even get into this game at all as the All Blacks hold a very tidy 21-0 lead over the Australians at halftime. And what a performance has been as well by the All Blacks. 80% of possession, 62% of territory, 6 line breaks, and everything on attack for the All Blacks. The Wallabies, they've had very little ball, very little territory. They've hardly even attacked the All Blacks line, and they've made a lot of tackles in defence. 22 to just 8 by New Zealand, and the handling errors, considering their possession difference, is only 3-1. Australia is still making errors despite having very little ball. They need something massive in the second half there to get back in this game. 3 converted tries behind already, and they've hardly looked like touching that All Blacks white line. Can they turn it around? How good is the Wallabies team talk? We'll find out as the second half looks set to get back underway. The All Blacks leading the Wallabies 21 points to zip. So for Australia, there is a lot of work to be done here. Christian Liliafano needs some ball. That's where the biggest thing at the moment that the Wallabies need is the ball as he gets us underway. Kicking off with the All Blacks receiving deep down to their own 22. And Sam Cane fires a nice little ball away to Coles. And Aaron Smith straightens up. Finds something to his left. Sonny Bill Williams has got Bridge. Bridge needs some room. Comes up against Curly Beale, who comes across very nicely, does the fullback. Aaron Smith's right there. Leonard Brown takes on the defender. Maybe should have looked wide. There's certainly room behind them. Mo'unga to Williams. Sonny Bill, great ball away. Tuipulotu away to Coles again. And now Beale's got to run. He's really got to go. Consemo Rees will scorch down the right-hand wing and score another try for the All Blacks, who look unstoppable at Eden Park. What a reply straight out of the break. Severis scores on the right, but it was all constructed down the left Oh, that pass looked forward. That did look a bit forward from Dane Coles. Going to Seven Reese. Let's have another quick look. Good pass from the second rower, Patrick Tuipulotu. There it was. Oh, yes, definitely forward there. Referee says nothing of it. The try, swiftly awarded. This has been very constructive from the All Blacks tonight. They've got their systems in tow, they've got their structures nicely worked out, and they look like a completely different side to what we've seen just 7 days ago in Perth. George Bridge, very good down the left, and he knew when to hang on to it as well. He knew he had to just recycle the ball, and that quick delivery, Aaron Smith right there, firing it right out to the right-hand side. And this All Black side know when to fire as Richie Mo'unga slips over the extra 2, and it's 28 points to 0. And the Wallabies sink further into this mire of another quarter performance after being so good a week ago. Doesn't look good for them here tonight at Eden Park. The All Blacks fight for the ball. Aaron Smith sees it at the back, and again it's Seven Reese with more room. He's got Coles in behind. Reese puts a little grubber, gets it away from Beale. Reese goes behind again. The chase coming back, and it's a good piece of recovery from Beale, who was initially beaten, got back in the race, and another go. Here is Karevi, a man you would put money on. He's not going to kick it away as his first choice. Now they go back to the number 9 scrum half, Nick White. And he fires that into touch. It's not the most convincing of kicks by White, but it gets him a little bit of breathing space. 30-odd metres upfield. Dane Coles finds Sam Whitelock, and Smith goes to Mo'unga. Running at the line, Mo'unga finds Sonny Bill Williams. Here we go again. Another big chance for the All Blacks. It's Bridge. George Bridge on the left. Anton in the Brown. Right there. Right man. Right time. Another try of the All Blacks. Well, big game player right now is Anton Lienert-Brown. The game of his life out there. He's just everywhere he needs to be. Sonny Bill Williams has been fantastic, and George Bridge, for not the first time tonight, is happy to play second fiddle and set up his outside man. Excellent work right from Mo'unga, who drew in at least 2 defenders, and from there on out, it was a simple numbers game for the All Blacks. Nick White coming across, he was never going to cut that one off. And Lienert-Brown scores his second tonight as well. 2 for him, 2 for Reese. It's been one commanding display by the All Blacks. Eden Park, it is a fortress. And this just goes to show just how dangerous the All Blacks can be in a World Cup year. Just when they get pushed down, just when they look like they're against the wall, they turn around and they put in an emphatic display like this against what would have been a very confident Wallaby side heading into this matchup. Christian Lealiifano has a bemused look on his face, a far cry from, again, a week ago, when it was all sunshine and roses for the Wallabies. Now Anton Lienert-Brown is offloading to Sonny Bill Williams. Don't see that too often. And Whitelock charges straight through the middle. Mo'unga's in support, and he's dragged down. A good tackle and a turnover as well. Isaac Rodder doing very well, but it's knocked on. Instantly throwing the ball away, the Wallabies, as soon as they get a chance. And Anton Lienert-Brown, who's even been kicking all right tonight as well, smashes us downfield to the 22, and Curly Beale runs it back, support from Hooper, and now they go into the middle of the park, and a good little run from Coleman, finding Karevi! And he gets his way up over Timmy Lon, lose the ball to Barrett. Oh, we've not even mentioned Beauden Barrett tonight. He's called upon just once so far, and he's put in a big tackle as well. It's Joe Mooney. What a run for the loose head prop. Reid. Oh, this is beautiful from the All Blacks. Karen Reid to the corner, and Curly Beale just takes him out. 8 on 15. Reid went for the power play, but it didn't come off for him as Beale did just enough to push him over the sideline, or Whitelock's turned it over. Smith to Mo'unga. Mo'unga running hard. Mo'unga beats one, and Mo'unga just goes short again. The All Blacks could have scored 6 or 8 tries tonight, but it's only been just the 5 so far. Short little pass to Nasarani, who gets hammered by Coles, and just about turns the ball over. Sio, back it goes to Nick White again, and this time he gets his kick away, and Bowden Barrett close to the sideline has not managed to keep that in. In fact, he's actually put it out. Well, he's only been called upon twice now, and one piece of play was brilliant. The second, far from the All Black fullback. Wallabies throw in, and it's a nice one from Latu as well. And they fire into the back line, lead in front to Karevi, and they go quickly out to Korobetti. Korobetti trying to break away, but a 7 Reeds comes across. And Marika Korobetti goes into touch. It's a bit lateral from the Wallabies. It's a bit uncreative, isn't it? They don't seem to have much clue. Give it to the outside backs and hope they do something special. The All Blacks, though, had that one covered all day long. And just like that, it is a turnover of possession. And Dane Coles is again throwing to Whitelock. And the All Blacks machine rumbles on yet again. George Bridge having to hit up this time. 35 points to nil. This one's in the bag. And Sonny Bill Williams again runs hard. And Reese Hodge gets the ball out. Just about turned over. Here's a good little play. Karevi doing nice to get away to White. And they keep it alive. Latu. Sanakailo Toe. Trying to charge his way through. That was nice from the All Blacks' mistake there. The Wallabies get a little bit of feature back. Turned over Kieran Reid. On the left-hand side, he tries again to soldier his way. Upfield, Sonny Bill Williams away to Tuipulotu. Wants to go left side.
Release.
Sets it up for his teammates who pile on in. Sam Cane waits. Full time is gone. This one's all over. Do the All Blacks want to play? There is no chance. They are more than happy with that dominant, commanding, very professional display. The Wallabies have not fired a shot all night long, and a 35-0 thrashing is certainly the revenge and the display the All Blacks were looking for. 5 tries unanswered, not even by a penalty. That Wallabies side of a week ago has been forgotten about already after they were scoring tries at will. Now they struggle to put anything on the board at all. 35-0, and Eden Park will stay home to the Bledisloe Cup for another 12 months. 35 points still, 5 tries to zip. It was Sonny Bill Williams with just the 1 try, but Anton Brown and Sevu Reece who picked up a double each. Rishi Mo'unga was on fire with the boot as well. 5 out of 5 from the tee. And the All Blacks, well, it looks easy on the scoreboard, but it was a real battle out there still. They had to really fight hard, and they made a few errors still, and the Wallabies almost catched in a couple of chances, so they won't be taking this too much as a complete performance at all. Australia, though, it was much like we've seen versus Argentina, wasn't it? Too many errors, too many mistakes, dropped balls, and just not having that attacking instinct that we see from them in Perth. They looked like they had direction. They looked like they had motive. Tonight, it was far from that. They just looked to go wide. There was sideways movements. The All Blacks defence had it covered, and they really struggled to get anything going from the little ball that they actually did have. 35-0. That is one happy display for All Blacks fans, and they will be going home happy knowing that they've got the Bledisloe for at least another year. On to the stats, and wow, look at that. It didn't change much from halftime, did it? The All Blacks just dominated, especially in possession. 77% to just 23. That is a commanding stat to look at. Territory not much too different there, 58-42. It was predominantly played in the Wallabies half, but they did get some chances to fight their way back into the game. Both sides made a number of kicks, a number of handing errors as well, but it was that second to bottom line and the bottom line as well that tells a real tale about how this one went. 18 tackles by the All Blacks, 46 by the Wallabies. That is just about 2.5 times the tackles the Australians had to make compared to New Zealand. Line breaks again, another one, 12 by the All Blacks, just 4 by the Wallabies, and that turns one thing, possession, into attacking intent, into chances, and into possible try-scoring opportunities. Line breaks and possession really do go hand in hand, and the Wallabies, they were nowhere at the races here tonight against a very sharp-looking All Blacks side who will be wanting plenty more from that game plan in the future. That is us, though, for the Bledisloe Cup in 2019. A commanding display by the All Blacks sees them lift the trophy for one more time. 35 points to nil over the Wallabies, and that will get their fans much more on the happy side of the world following that drubbing that they've suffered in Perth last weekend as well. For Australia though, much to do before the World Cup, but fairly good. 1 from 2 against the All Blacks so far in 2019. I'd say they would have certainly taken that if you offered it at the start of this international season. Focus now firmly shifts to the Rugby World Cup as these two sides have just the one match left before they set over to Japan to get the claim for the William Webb Ellis Trophy. As for me though, that is my time done for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed today's fixture, and I'll see you all for plenty more rugby from around the globe as we continue our build-up for the Rugby World Cup. And then the big dance starts and we have a whole pile of content heading your way. Until then, thanks for watching as per always, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.